Hi, I'm Ed, aka Savage Techman, and welcome to the 100th episode of the Geek Homeworld podcast, our 4-year anniversary here. And this is actually also the 10th year of podcasting for me. So, we're going to go through our summer movies and fall movie preview of 2018. So, let's just jump right into it. And here we go. So we're going to start at looking at the domestic box office for the summer, and we're going to go from number 10 all the way to number 1. And I got this info off of boxofficemojo.com. So we're looking at number 10 for the summer of 2018, box office wise, and this is domestic. Okay. We're looking at Mamma Mia at number 10 with 118 million. I'm rounding them. Okay. Number 9, surprise hit of the summer, and actually a very good movie, surprisingly enough, The Meg, all about Jason Statham. Wow, he made a comeback. He kind of needed it since maybe the Fast Five movies. Great action star. Number 8, I'm sorry, number 9 on The Meg for the summer of 2018 with 123 million. We're looking at next Ocean's 8 with 139 million, which was a female take on Ocean's 11, 12, 13, whatever it was, or Ocean's 8, whatever it was. Okay, but it did respectably well. It did probably better than expected. Number 7 for the summer of 2018 is at 162 million. Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. It looked like fun. Now, I did not see Ocean's 8. I did not see Hotel Transylvania 3. But they did pretty well. And I want to apologize, by the way. I'm doing this a different way, this recording. If you're hearing a little bit of humming, it's the fan motor on my laptop. There's nothing I can do about it, so apologies out there. And anyway, back into our countdown here. At number 6, we have Mission Impossible Fallout, which is approaching Mission Impossible 2, which was the highest grossing movie of the Mission Impossible franchise that spans over like 20 something years. So by far one of my favorites. Ghost Protocol, love that one, and but Mission Impossible Fallout, I saw it I think at least a couple times. Very good movie. So if you hadn't seen it, go check it out. But it topped 206 million as of the time of this, which is September 7th when I'm recording this, 2018. So expect it to get a little bit more box office. So hopefully it becomes the most profitable one in the franchise. Number 5, surprisingly enough, and numbers don't always speak, box office numbers don't always speak for this, and of how good a movie is versus, what it did box office wise, but at 213 million in 5th place for the summer of 2018 is Solo, a Star Wars story. Now, I did not like the film. It was okay. It was a movie we didn't want. We have several episodes talking about different things of Star Wars and the backlash from The Last Jedi, etc., and hoping episode 9 will turn out much better. And Solo was okay. It was a fun movie, but Ron Howard did what he could to salvage this movie, but it still finished number 5 for the summer, so that's pretty good, but we're expecting, of course, a lot more. Now, into sequel territory, we get into looking at Infinity War was a little bit earlier, so it didn't really fall into the summer, but we see, because this is May through Labor Day weekend, so basically we have at number 4 with 213 million is Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it was a fun movie. It's good for the family, blah blah blah. I I mean, I'm not blown away by it. It's not my favorite Avengers movie, but it was fine. It was okay. It was fun. It set up, of course, the end credit scenes where he goes Man goes into the quantum realm, and so that's going to play out in Avengers 4, which I'm super excited for. Now, one movie I was scared to death of, the number 3 movie of the summer, is Deadpool 2. 318 million. I thought they were going to screw up the character of Cable, which I love the comics, especially in the 90s when Cable came about, and they did not disappoint. Josh Brolin played Thanos wonderfully, about as perfect as you could, and he also played Cable in the same year, which is amazing. So, Deadpool 2, number 3 for the summer, domestic box office with 318 million. So, very impressive. The one at number 2 at 415 million, almost 100 million more than Deadpool 2, was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, I have to say, it didn't impress me much. Jurassic World was much better. There were some parts of this that were okay, but I don't know. I saw it. It was a fun dinosaur movie, but it didn't really break new ground for me. I felt like I'd kind of seen this movie before, but enough people liked it and made it the number 2 movie of the summer. And number 1, totally love this. Been waiting on the sequel for forever. I said this long ago on podcast episodes before, and on my Digital Man Cave podcast before. I'm sure I said this too at one point, but The Incredibles, we were looking for a sequel, and we got Incredibles 2. It did $602 million domestic box office for the summer, so that was very impressive. That's your top 10 there for the summer. Now, if we're looking, where do we stand year to date so far? And this is as of like the Labor Day weekend, or when I'm recording this, November 7th, just a little past that. So we're looking at 162 million in the 10th place for Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. A Quiet Place is at 188 million, number 9 domestically so far for 2018. So love that movie. As a sound mixer, I totally love that movie. Mission Impossible Fallout at 206 million for number 8 for the year so far. Solo just ahead of that at 213 million, just about 60,000, and I said thousand, between the number 7 and number 6 movies, which is number 7 Solo, a Star Wars story, at 213,706,000, or 213,706,000, yeah, roughly. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp at number 6 with 213,769. Then we have Deadpool 2 coming in at number 5 with 318 million. Number 4, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, 415 million. And we have Incredibles 2 coming in at 602 million. So we're into the big ones now. Number 2 for the year 2018 domestic box office, and this is so far, is Avengers Infinity War, and they're releasing, I think, very soon, possibly this weekend and beyond a little bit. They're going to be releasing a lot of the different Avengers movies, including the number 1 that's coming out. But Avengers Infinity War was number 2 so far domestically, and that's probably where it's going to end up, because it's, even though it's still out there in some theaters, it's pretty much towards the end of its run. So it's 678 million, and number 2 for the year. Now, number 1 for the year, they kept it out there from February all the way to August 9th when it closed officially at the box office, but Black Panther is still the number 1 movie of the year, domestic box office wise, with 700,059,000. Okay, so was Black Panther a better movie? Some would say yes. It was a good movie, very good, strong characters. Loved it. You know, I have episodes about it and all, but me personally, I was more excited for Avengers Infinity War. Now Black Panther 2 I think is going to just double the game. It's going to be even better, but it's going to be hard to top Black Panther, which was an incredible movie. But that's your number one movie, and that's your top 10 for the year, domestic box office. Now, what is the whole world thinking? This includes domestic, this includes international. We're looking at one called Detective Chinatown 2, 544 million. It didn't even play here in the US. Operation Red Sea, which is another film from the Chinese market, number 9 for the year so far, worldwide, 579 million. Ready Player One, 582 million. It was number 8 for the year so far. And interesting enough, I enjoyed the film. I only saw it once, but and I saw it in the IMAX 3D, and it was just such a great experience, and I loved a lot of things about it and all the nostalgia, but it wasn't necessarily a big hit domestically. It was kind of an did okay, but it just didn't do great like everybody expected. But it ends, well, it doesn't end the year. Well, I guess it has because it's closed already, but so far it's number 8 for the year worldwide. Ant-Man and the Wasp worldwide, 595 million, and it was okay. It was a Marvel film. I loved it. Number 6 for the year so far, it's 649 million and counting. Mission Impossible Fallout. Tom Cruise can do no wrong. Great actor, great stunts, and amazing. 734 million goes to Deadpool 2 in the 5th place for 2018 worldwide box office so far. Incredibles 2, which you remember is number 1 for the summer of domestically with 602 million. It comes in at number 3. It comes in at number 4 with 1,164,000,000. Okay, and that's a big jump from number 5, Deadpool, being 734 million worldwide, to Incredibles 2 being 1.1 million essentially. Now at 1.3 million, third biggest movie of the year, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. So it did much better not domestically, but internationally than it did domestically. And where The Incredibles did, it was almost even. It's a little bit more percentage domestically. Interesting. Black Panther, which did almost even. It ends up so far worldwide total, domestic and international clumped together there, ends up at 1.3 billion, 46. So it's $46,000 ahead of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. There is a chance that Jurassic World could pass that and swap places and become the number 2 worldwide box office movie of 2018. And far and away, only about 30% of this, a little over 30%, is domestic box office, and over almost 67% of this so far worldwide is the box office percentages for the number 1 movie of 2018 so far worldwide, Avengers Infinity War, 2,046,000,000. That's incredible. So 678 of that was domestic versus 1.3 billion international. So you clump that together and you get 2,046,000 so far for worldwide. Now let's just jump into starting with this weekend, September 7th, which is today when I'm recording this. We have in our fall winter movie preview portion here of the episode 100 of the Digital Man Cave. I slipped up and said that because I was talking about Digital Man Cave. No, that's a podcast I did for 6 years with some friends there, and very good, fond memories there. But for Geek Homeworld, our 2018 fall/winter movie preview, we're starting at September 7th. Today is the 4-year anniversary, I had to think about it, of Geek Homeworld. So I think everybody who's been with us along the way. I've got a lot coming with the podcast, and we've only just begun. Um, so, for September, releasing today, September 7th, 2018, we have a movie I want to see that's not so geeky, but it's an interesting movie. It's called God Bless the Broken Road. It's a drama, so that's coming out today. But the movie that's from the Conjuring series, and I won't see it unless I can go with some friends that I'm comfortable going to see it with, because it just looks too scary for me. I'm not big on horror films, if you understand that, and that's the reason why. But I'm sure this film the previews look interesting as heck. But The Nun, it's gonna blow away the box office this weekend of September 7th. So it's coming out in over 3,700 theaters this weekend. So that's going to be released today, along with a movie we're going to see this evening as a recording of this, Peppermint, which is Jennifer Garner. Her family gets her child and her husband get killed, and so she just goes on a rampage, and she kind of cleans up the city, and sounds like Batman or something like that. Kind of a variation of it, but I hope it'll be pretty good. Now, looking forward, Friday the 14th, I've been waiting on this movie, September 14th, 2018, in our fall movie preview, The Predator. And I'm not sure much about this. I won't say too much. I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm excited for it. I saw the big poster of it. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. I've seen the trailers. It looks very good. So I'm hoping it won't, be terrible. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll be a good, fun, popcorn, summer kind of movie. So looking very much forward to that. Lizzie, that's one that was filmed here in Savannah, in the film industry. I was not on Lizzie, but I know a lot of people who were, and so that's coming out also against Predator. It's not going to do as big as Predator did, but I hope, from the previews, it looks very good. It's kind of a little twist on the tale of Lizzie Borden, but it's one of the films that was filmed here locally, and so it'd be nice to go see it and see some local stuff there. So that's going to be fun. On September 28th, we're looking at this movie with, I'll tell you what, Tiffany Haddish. Oh my gosh, she's hilarious in this. And this is Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish in Night School. I cannot wait for that movie to come out. I'm going to see that. that looks hilarious, and I just cannot wait for that. And I'm not sure that it's a remake or whatever, but I don't care. I'm gonna see it, so it's gonna be good. So let's go into October. We're looking at, there's not much coming out really the first week that really, from a kind of a geek perspective, that really excited me, and I could be wrong, but there's not much that week of the 5th. But oh, actually there is one, and I think it's not going to be so great, but Tom Hardy looks like he'll be interesting in it. It's called Venom, and it's not tied to the Spider-Man universe, so I don't get it, but maybe they'll retcon some of this. I don't know what they're going to do, but Venom, so yes, I am looking forward to that, and I probably will go see that. Looks like I'm not sure the rating on it, but it looks like it could be R-rated, but that's coming out Friday, October 5th, so with Tom Hardy, Venom, so it's going to be interesting to see. There's one called First Man. It's a drama, not necessarily geeky, but if you're in space, I guess it would be. So it's, I think Bradley Cooper's directing this, and it's about the early ages of space flight. So it's going to be an interesting movie. I think it's going to be fun. One I'm kind of looking forward to is, and I think this is a direct sequel to the original Halloween, but it's got, everybody in it. I have a movie friend who's in it, and I'll have some more information about that coming soon, but I can't talk about it now, and out of respect for him. But Halloween, I'm looking forward to that. I will probably go see that, and I can remember the original Halloween was great, and then they got a little all the Jason movies, they got ridiculous after a while, but I think this is going to be really fun because the trailer at least looks really well done. So, I'm looking forward to that. Another one is after his disaster in, no pun intended, in Geostorm, which I wanted to like and I didn't. I love disaster movies like that, but didn't do so well. But Hunter Killer is coming, and that is going to be coming out the 26th of October, so I'm looking forward to that. And it's a submarine kind of action movie, so it's going to be fun. Maybe the Hunt for Red October kind of theme there. I'm not sure, so but we're going to check that out. Now, November, wow, one of the movies I am totally looking forward to coming out the first part of November is Rami Malek. He's fantastic in Mr. Robot, and he is going to be taking on Bohemian Rhapsody, which the new trailer came out. Makes me want to see this movie even more. The music of the band Queen, which they're still out touring and making music. Of course, they haven't been as good, of course, since Freddie Mercury, obviously, and they haven't really put anything out of any significance that's been chart worthy or otherwise. But I see the fact that they're trying, and this looks like an interesting movie. I want to go see Bohemian Rhapsody. I just think it's going to be just very awesome. We're looking at, and that's the first part of November. I think I gotta check my calendar here. I think that's like the 2nd, September, October, November. That would be November 2nd. That's correct. Yeah. So November 2nd, we'll see Bohemian Rhapsody. That'll be coming out. So I'm looking forward to that. I know it's not necessarily geeky, but it's still a movie. Because we talk about more than just geek stuff here. It's the main focus, but we talk about action-adventure movies. I know that's not an action-adventure movie, but it's still a very interesting movie. I don't care. I'm going to see it. So it's in my fall preview. So November 9th, we get one with a movie, an animation movie. Dr. Seuss is The Grinch, and I think this one's going to be good. I did not personally like Jim Carrey's version that he did. I like Jim Carrey, but back in the day, I just thought it was just too dark. It was too scary. This is cartoon, and I think it's going to be a big opening for it. Now, so that's coming out Friday, November 9th. Also coming out is The Girl in a Spider's Web, which is kind of a crime thriller, kind of Atomic Blonde-ish type of movie, which that was an incredible movie with Charlize Theron. But this lady, she's basically going back and cleaning up the city, and she's basically taking whatever other, taking down these people who are doing bad things. So it's going to be awesome. Overlord is a horror movie. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go check this one out because it's horror. Not big on horror. I've got friends who can probably talk about it a little bit better. But Overlord looks like it's very kind of out of time, out of space kind of movie. It's a war movie that's a horror, so it'll be interesting. It looks interesting from the trailers I've seen. A movie that's going to open pretty big on Friday the 16th of November is Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This is a sequel to that, or the next thing. This one has Dumbledore in it, so it might be worth me going to check out. I probably will go see it. So Friday, November 16th, look out for that. Then on Wednesday, trying to get ahead on things, we're getting close to, and this is in November, we're getting close to Thanksgiving, so we have a trio of films. There's more films coming out, but Wednesday, we have Creed 2 coming out, which is going to be big. And I mean, Creed was very good. I mean, it's a great way to pass the torch. Sly Stallone is still in. He's in Creed 2, but I feel kind of like this movie might be a little predictable. I hope it won't be, but we'll see. So Creed 2, looking forward to that. Coming out the 21st. We've got Ralph Breaks the Internet. That may be fun. The Wreck-It Ralph sequel that's taken years to make, and I don't know. I enjoyed the first one. Maybe I'll enjoy this one too. Robin Hood, this could be a major flop. I don't know, but it's an action-adventure movie that looks very interesting. I'd rather see an Arrow movie. Go DC. But we'll see. And I'm sure it'll be better than the Kevin Costner version of Robin Hood. So probably a little bit more authentic. I don't know. So now we get to December. We have Mortal Engines, which is going to be is an action-adventure movie that I'm looking forward to. That's coming out on the 14th. There's not much in December, early December. But this is the one that I hope is going to do well. It's animation. And I was a little surprised when I heard about it, but Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and this is going to introduce Miles Morales, and, you know, I think we have Gwen Stacy in there too, and all that, but it's a cartoon or an animation, so I don't know. I'll check it out. Out of curiosity, I'll check it out. And the trailers look pretty good, so, you know, I may enjoy it. It may not be a big major hit, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know how it connects to everything in the MCU, because Sony and Columbia are putting this out, so I think they're just trying to put out a different version of Spider-Man, you know, and not conflict with everything else. Alright, December 19th, we're looking at Mary Poppins Returns. That's going to be a Disney one that's going to open really big. And it's a musical. You know, it's Mary Poppins, so we'll have to check it out, you know. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. From Guardians of the Galaxy 2 there, that quote. Anyway, Friday, November 21st, we have Alita, Battle Angel. I want to say Attila, but that would be like Attila the Hun. That'd be wrong. Wow, my computer sounds like a freight train or something going on there, so sorry about that background noise. Anyway, Alita, Battle Angel is coming out, and it's action-adventure, and it's kind of computer generated, you know, CGI, and it looks visually like it's going to be visually stunning, and I can't wait to see it. That's coming out November 21st. We also have Aquaman in the trailer. Looks okay, but in spite of everything else that's happened since Justice League, it's just a mitigated disaster. Even though I've watched it several times, and I'll still watch it again, but Aquaman is coming out the 21st. I want to say I'm excited about it. We'll see. I want it to do well. The next one, I'll see it, but I just won't. I won't love it. Is Bumblebee. I hope it surprises us. I hope they finally got the idea of what fans are really looking for. But Transformers at this point, you've got to do a lot better. You've got to go back to your source material. You need to change things. And one of the things that still upsets me is that Bumblebee doesn't talk. Why can't Bumblebee talk? You know, it makes no sense to me. I know it's probably been explained. I don't remember. And the Avengers, oh good Lord. Forgive me for that. It's not Avengers, but in Transformers movies. But Bumblebee, I'm just like not, you know, terribly excited about. Holmes and Watson, which is going to have Will Ferrell in it, and John C. Reilly and Ralph Fiennes. It sounds like a good cast. I was like, oh my gosh, they have a Sherlock Holmes movie that I don't know about. But no, it's going to be an adventure comedy, as it's listed. Holmes and Watson, and that comes out also on the 21st. So there's like 4 movies coming out that'll be competing for box office. Actually 5. Let's make that 5. So yeah, this is around Thanksgiving. The other one that I think is going to do well, it's a drama. It's called Welcome to Marwen, directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Steve Carell. I think it's going to do well. I don't know if it'll be a runaway hit, but I think it's going to be one of those, you know, ones that tugs at your heartstrings there. So we'll see about that. And what happened to December? I know I have December on here. I lost December. Oh gosh, is it not on here? I gotta look at my notes here. I ain't gonna lie. What happened? November. Oh, that was December. Oh, did I go into December? Oh, good Lord. Okay, Mortal Engines starts December. So let me back that up in case yeah, I did say that. So Mortal Engines, December 14th. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, December. And then we got Mary Poppins on the 19th of December. The 21st has Alita, Battle Angel. We've got Aquaman, Bumblebee, Holmes, and Watson, all coming out December 21st. And Welcome to Marwen. And that, my friends, concludes. I've been going about 30 minutes here. Just checking my recorder here because I'm trying to do a different way of recording here. So this is just a fall preview that we're doing here. So this was our summer movies recap, and there's my notes there. I printed everything out. Yeah. So it was our summer movie preview. No, it wasn't. Get it right, Ed. That was our summer movie review, and it was also in there was our fall/winter preview. So a review of the summer and a preview of the fall winter. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed that, and I'm gonna close this little episode here, or this portion of episode 100 here for our 100th episode, of Geek Homeworld. I've got a lot of stuff coming. We're going to be expanding more on the YouTube channel. This is hopefully going to turn out well and end up on the YouTube channel. If for some chance it doesn't show up the way I'm doing, I'm trying a different way of recording. And the video portion is probably going to be, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Okay, so hopefully you'll hear this in some format. Hopefully this will be salvageable. It'll sound good. Wow, lowered expectations. But please check out Geek Homeworld. I'm trying to do some new and interesting things with the channel, especially Geek Homeworld on Facebook. So you can definitely hook up with us there and follow us there and find out what the world's going on. So anyway, I gotta run. Gotta go see. What's that movie? Doggone, I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. Yeah, that's right, I'm making noise. We're going to see, tonight we're going to see Peppermint. So that's what we're going to see, and I'll be back to talk about that. So anyway, thank you for listening to me. Anybody who's been following me for 10 years of podcasting, or off and on through Digital Man Cave podcast, which you can still check out online. And all these are on iTunes also. You can listen to the quotables that me and my wife Cheryl did for a little bit there. That was a fun show. She did most of the work. I was kind of like the comedic one, or so I thought. But it was a fun little show. And of course, Geek Homeworld. So happy 4-year anniversary! Yay, Geek Homeworld! And it's ironic, I started podcasting in 2008, which was the same year The Dark Knight came out, which is the same year Iron Man came out. Interesting enough, isn't it? So the Marvel MCU universe, without realizing it, or, well, I guess they had something planned, but they didn't expect it to be as big as it is. But it started the same time we did. So when I say we, I mean me, the podcast here. But I've had other people on the podcast on the Geek Homeworld. So check us out, and we've got a lot more coming. If you want to listen to me every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m., you can listen to me on 107.5 FM in Savannah. It's www.wruu.org. That's where we're having our radio show. It's called Savannah on Film. Check us out on Facebook. Go over there and like the page. Go like Geek Homeworld. We've got geekhomeworld.blogspot.com. You can check out the blogs there. When I get off my lazy butt and try to, blog a little bit. I probably need to do more of that. So, got that going on. You can still check out past episodes of Digital Man Cave. That ran for 6 years. 6 years, I think. Yeah, 6 years. And Quotables ran for about, I don't know, 8, 9 episodes, something like that. But they're all available on iTunes. You can check them out, and everything's on Libsyn. So whatever the name of it is, .libsyn.com. Follow me on Twitter at Geek Homeworld and at Savage Tech Man. That's me. I'm Ed, aka Savage Tech Man. So anyway, peace out, everybody. Gotta go, gotta run. So let me close down this video here. Hopefully this has worked out. I don't know what this art is behind me, but I tried green screens and other things, working on that too. So we got a lot of things I'm trying to do here. So anyway, thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.